back to the dish. As always, I'm Jalen Russell, joined again by Jalen Gray, giving you the latest on the NBA. Now, first off, we've got Kobe. Earlier this week, he played 36 minutes in a grueling game, and after the game, he was talking to reporters and said that his legs and his back were killing him. He was dreading the walk to his car. He missed the next game, but he's expected to play Friday night against the Raptors. Do you think he'll make it through the entire season?
He definitely won't make it through his entire NBA season. I'll give him maybe until the All-Star break, and that's only if he, reduces his minutes and, sits out some games. But he's played 41 games in the last 2 seasons.
So
that's half a season.
So you're saying that he's rested.
Those are Greg Oden numbers. So
you're saying that he's rested. And let's be real, he's only sat out 3 games so far this year. 3 of 11 games. He's on pace to play 59 games this year.
If he's rested, why does he need to, sit out practices and whatnot?
Because he is old, obviously. And he's playing the second most minutes on this team. He's playing 30.4 minutes per game. That's just below 30.6 that Jordan Clarkson's playing. Kobe. So maybe if Byron Scott was smart, reduce his minutes down to 24 minutes or so per game.
It doesn't matter what Byron Scott says. Kobe's not going to sit out.
Okay, so it might not matter what he says, but what about if Jeannie Buss said it? Because he's the only reason why anyone's coming to Staples to see the Lakers at this point.
Which is why nobody can tell him anything.
But that's the thing, is that if Jeannie Buss is saying, hey, we need you for 82 games, or at least the 41 home games, because otherwise no one's making money here, maybe, the Buss family's treating him so well, maybe he would listen. Maybe he would take a step back. And let's be honest, he's leading them in points, he's leading them in assists, so the team needs him.
He's going to. He's Kobe Bryant. The Lakers don't do anything without him.
That's a good point. He's Kobe Bryant.
And there's nobody else there.
He's Kobe Bryant. He's the most competitive person that we have in the league today. Honestly, other than Jordan, he's probably the most competitive person to ever come through the league. There's no way he's not out on the court for Game 82 of his last season.
Here's another interesting quote. He talked with Coach K on Sirius XM. Not sure what channel it was, but he said himself, if something doesn't change, this is it for me. Now, he was talking about next season, but that seemed like a cry to help for me for the rest of the season. It seems like he knows the writing is on the wall, and he can't keep this up for much longer.
So if this is last season, why not go out swinging and play all 82 games?
He's going to go out swinging, and he's going to pull another shoulder doing it.
Maybe you will, maybe you won't. We'll just have to see. But moving on, obviously the backcourts in the league are just ridiculous this year. Got guys like Golden State, Portland, Chicago, Washington. Yeah, McCollum did come out of nowhere. But who is the best backcourt when healthy in the NBA?
When healthy, it's obviously Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, the reigning champions of the NBA.
So you can say that, obviously. There's a lot of things to support that. But when you look at it, it's clearly a 1 Steph and a 2 Klay Thompson. I think to be the best backcourt in the league, you have to have a 1 and a 1A. So that if you have someone like Paul, if you have someone like a Chris Paul guarding the 1, you've got a 1A that's going to go off for the exact same amount of points, if not do more, to damage your clear 2, which would be Klay Thompson. So saying that, I'm going with Bradley Beal and John Wall, because you can't shut down both of them with any backcourt, honestly, because they're the same player.
Can you shut down both Steph Curry and Klay Thompson?
Clay's first 13.7 at this point. He's averaging 15 points per game, so yeah, I think you can. Clay's only averaging 15 points per game.
He's averaging 16.
Steph is clearly carrying that duo, though. He's averaging 35 points per game.
Okay, and is Klay really supposed to come through and try to mess up that flow?
So with Steph averaging 35
Steph
points.
is having a historic start to this season.
So then his PER should be higher because all the focus should be on Steph, but yet his PER's below the average.
Clay's had a shooting slump since the beginning of the season, pretty much. He's getting his groove back, but he's still the second leading scorer on that team. And I'm sorry that Golden State has more scoring options besides their dynamic duo, other than
let's
Washington.
be real. You've got Oubre, you've got Nene, you've got Gortats. They have other options that are also going to put the ball in the basket.
Not that can score by themselves.
And you've got Beal and Wall, 40.3 points per game together, 11.3 assists. And they're shooting 46% from the field compared to the 50.5, which is mainly Steph, and the 49 field goal percentage.
He's still shooting 44%, 41 from 3. And, all right, I'm just going to point this stat out. You win championships by having defense and taking care of the ball. Steph and Klay average about 6 turnovers a game as opposed to Bradley Beal and John Wall turning it over about 8 times a game.
That's fair. We'll just have to see when they go head-to-head later this year who comes out on top there.
It's obviously going to be Golden State.
But that's all we have for you this week. Thanks for watching. Have a good week.